Hey there, it's Jeffrey here. I got a UFO video for you here. Now the other day, I think it was on my last video, I said that I really hadn't seen any UFOs lately and that it's been dead. Well, that wasn't really completely true because I do see them all the time. It's just that I haven't seen any good ones that are, you know, worthy of upload. But these are ones that I see all the time, and I thought, well, why not just go ahead and, show what I have, and then, you know what to look for. I think in my last UFO video I said something about always look behind the planes and around to see what's around them. Now another thing too is you have to think about these skies and these orbs. Now these are during the day, and I don't really see them at night that much. I do see them, but I think they glow. And I think they also have cloaking. So maybe they have to cloak at night so they don't draw a lot of it. During the day they're actually harder to see than they would be at night. But what makes them really hard to see in the daytime is this so-called blue skies we have, but they're not blue anymore. Believe me, I'm old. I know what the skies used to look like. They were blue, dark blue. In fact, I remember as a kid looking up and I could see stars in the middle of the day, the brightest stars. If you knew where they were and you just looked with your eyes, you could see a star. Now you go out at night, I can't even see maybe but a quarter of what I used to see. So, we're looking through quite a haze here. And that's bad too when you're trying to take a picture of these things. They just sort of blend in with the haze. And I think they do that on purpose, and that's probably why they are the color they are, so that they'll blend in. And this is all thanks to the atmospheric modification. So what we really have is pastel blue skies. And that haze is, to me, is one of the biggest crimes against humanity there is, that we can't even look at the sky at night and really see what's really there. And I think there's a lot there that we're not even supposed to see. And this whole business with the Space Force and everything, but, I think that's just another way that they could get to funnel the funds in towards this, because they could scoop up more money and build more of these anti-gravity vehicles that they are darting all over the place in. I can't believe there's that many aliens here all over the planet. That just doesn't make any sense. And if it is, then we don't even know what's going on then. But they must be mass producing them. And Area 51 and S1 and all the rest of them. And I think they're probably doing it in Antarctica too. What a great place. Totally secret. They can bring the supplies down there and make all these they want. And underground facilities, real easy to carve out in the ice and so on. And there's mountains there too. And I have a whole bunch of cameras now, pretty good cameras, and I wish even if I had them before, it wouldn't have helped me too much, because my best sightings of the UFOs that I've actually seen that were huge and giant and came in pairs and just unbelievable stuff all happened at night. So even if I had a camera, I would have wasted my time looking through the camera, and I just soaked up everything I could in my eyes, that I could. And of course that's all I saw for weeks. I couldn't even close my eyes without seeing these. So I've taken lots and lots and lots of pictures, and so I kind of know what to look for now. And this is a photo. Any of the pictures that you see that are shaped like this are all photos, and I can zoom in on this stuff pretty easily here. You can go in as close as you want. Now this was one of the ones that I thought there was a cloaked plane, because I've seen the cloaked plane fly over. It came right from the west. I was up on the deck one Saturday morning, and I saw these two huge contrails coming right at me. And I thought, wow, that thing is really flying low. And all I could see was these two big giant contrails coming at me, not more than 1,000 feet off the ground, and they were so huge that I could see the counter-rotating swirls, in the centers of them as they went over. And I immediately knew, well, that's a cloaked plane. So I was looking for the flaws. I couldn't find anything except that when it flew over me and it was headed behind me, like, you know, towards the sun, it was about 11 o'clock in the morning, and I saw the shadow of a single huge tail fin cast across the contrail that was on my side. And they were contrails because it was disappearing in the distance. And the huge thunderous engines, like, you know, way bigger than the ones you hear if you're over at the airport, you know, underneath the 747. That's nothing compared to this. And it just continued on into the east, came from the west, went east. And then the next week it happened again, except that they had fixed the contrail problem, because that was ridiculous. I mean, this thing wasn't, you could see these huge trails coming. And they fixed the problem, and it flew over the same exact altitude and everything, the huge roar of the engines and all, but there was no contrails this time. So they had perfected it, and I looked at it, I got a real close look at it too, it flew right over, it was flawless. I thought, well, I could probably see into the exhaust of the engines at least, you know, how are they going to cloak that? But there was nothing, no exhaust, no red glow, no blue glow, no nothing. Just all you could see was the steam, you know, coming out about maybe, I don't know how many, maybe 10 feet behind the engines or something like that. So this whole thing was perfect, but the shadow being cast on the tail proved that the sun didn't penetrate it, which meant it was leaving shadows on the ground too. And I thought I saw the blink, you know, the sun blink just for a second there. So anyway, that tells you something about their cloaking. Anyway, the cloaking was perfect. You couldn't see, there was no ripples or anything. And as you can see here, there's no orbs around this one. But I think this is the same one that gets them though. And that's from the video. This is actually from a video taken with the, not one of my best cameras, unfortunately, because you never know when these things are going to happen. But I had the ZS70, that's the Lumix compact digital 30x. It's a pretty nice camera, so I'm zoomed up to 30x and then maybe more when I'm really zoomed. So you can see the plane now. That's zoomed in probably 30x, and the same plane again, and I think there's the first orb right at the very top here. And there's none other that I can see here, except that I think there's one over here. And here's one here. Now, see what I mean about they blend in with the atmosphere. And here's a dark one over here. Okay, there's this dark one. And I've seen those a lot. These, I don't know about these white ones that we're going to see, but I think they might be these, but just farther away. Let me zoom in on that real quick here so you can get a better shot of that thing. In fact, I might even have a zoom in of that coming up here, but that's no bird. And here it is with two in front of it now. This is the same plane off the video, you know, with the big screen here. So we got two here right in front of the plane. If that pilot doesn't see those, he is blind. Or it's a government plane and this is all one big exercise and they're just up there, you know, having a blast on taxpayer money. Here's one right in front of the plane up there. You can see it at the top. Right here. I know if you're on a little phone or something it might be hard to see. That's why I have to keep zooming in here. And there's the plane. You can barely see it. And there's the orb. Okay, that's the next one. And it's just an orb over here. They don't show very well, but it's definitely one of the orbs. Here's two. Now watch these two on the right here. Here and here. Okay, and I couldn't get all these in the film because there was so many. So here's this one and this one's kind of slotted looking. I don't think they are slots. I think it might have just been that it was moving so fast it actually blurred as it went through the frame here, but let me zoom it. See, it's just kind of, it's still round on the front. It's going to the left, and so I think this might be just the trail of the actual object. They move incredibly fast. I mean, they make this jet look like it's standing still. Okay, now watch them go to the left. Okay. Now it's behind the contrail, then they pop out the other side. Here's one, here's the other. I don't know if I need to zoom in on that. And they're there again. This one, whoops, this one on the top sort of fading out a little bit, but you can still see that one. Now there's another one here, and this one, and that one up there. And here's one here. And keep in mind, I'm doing all this by hand. This is not a tripod, and you know, I'm just wobbling all over the place here. It's hard to keep anything, you know, steady when you're zoomed in so far. And here's two more in front of the plane now up here by it. One here and one there, and these are streaked like this, but they're actually moving to the left. Now this bottom one is behind the trail. Now they're through the plane on this side, just like those two down there did. Same thing. Might even be the same two for all I know. And they're continuing off to the left here and here. And there they go. Still there, but going. They're definitely going to the left. And this is all like within fractions of a second here. I'm doing this frame by frame on a 60 frame per second video. Alright, so here's the plane over here. And then we got two orbs over here. And I realize that once you look at this on your end, it might not even be as clear as what I'm seeing, because I got to upload through YouTube and process the video through an editor, and you know, edit out all the mistakes and stuff. Anyway, here's two more over here on the left. Now the plane is over to the right. Now they're coming back. Well, that's either me wobbling the camera or they're coming back. Now they're back over here. You can just barely see this one over here. And a new one over here. Here's the plane down here now. Here's one over here. You can see I'm wobbling all over. Now there's one up here, and here's the plane with what looks like either right above the plane, probably right here. Now it's over to the left, and this one's over there. Now it's way over here. So they're just like buzzing, you know, all around, just like I'm moving this mouse. This is how they're all over the place. It's insane. There it goes off to the left, still over here, but it's actually getting in front of this plane. Now it's coming back over here. There's a zoom out. Well, there's a shot of one, and I think it's that same one. You can zoom that up a little bit, and they do definitely have the egg or round shape. No doubt about that. And I've seen them. If it's the same ones I've seen, they don't necessarily all have to be the same color. I mean, if they were to make it black or something, everybody'd be looking up seeing black ones all over the place. And they're too hot, you know, they'd be harder to hide with the, you know, in the pastel atmosphere that they've created for us to keep us shelled up in this little planet we can't even see outside. It really makes me mad. There's another one right by the trail here. This one here is a different one here. This is just a side thing. I'm going to have to go up to the top and select where I actually got that from. This is the tree I use. It's about 300 or 400 yards away, and I get hawks up here and stuff, and so I was taking a picture of it, and here's this thing down here. So I had zoomed it up a little bit and worked with it, you know, kind of worked with it a little bit, but it's no bird for sure. And This is the bigger view of it here. I don't know. It really looks, from my end, what I can see, a little tiny, almost looks like a straight pixel on pixel. That line right on the very top of it there. It goes straight up, almost like a little antenna or something. And then it's got this big round dark area, and it definitely pointed out over here, so that there could be wings or something over here, but I don't know. I'm really doubting that's a bird. I didn't see any bird flying through there. So let's get on to the next one here. I think that is the, let's see, I guess I'll have to go back. Oh, that was another one by the tail. Okay, so we saw that. And here's that dark one. I guess that's the dark one I showed you a minute ago. Let's see if I can zoom in on it here and show you that this is normally the one you would see at the low altitude, egg, kind of a flattened egg shape. They do cloak. I have video of, or photo of one. Obviously I don't have a photo of it. Disappeared, but it disappeared when I was taking a picture of it. I got a picture and then I went to take a second picture because I was testing another camera, and then it disappeared. It was like they were just sitting there laughing at me. So, and here's another plane, and you can see there's no orbs around it. There's nothing wrong with the camera for sure. And then there's that. Let me zoom in here. Yeah, there's, oh God, these are hard to see, I know. I mean, I could mess with the, the colors and everything and bring them out, but it's easier just to, zoom in on them. We have two over here. This one, and you can see these by eye. This is not, if you have good eyes, you can see them, but they're real hard to see because they match the background. I definitely want to zoom in on this one though. And this one's not the best resolution, but this one over here is kind of sharp. Oops. Well, anyway. Oh gosh. I forgot I can't go past 9 here. That's 7, 8, 900% or something. It's got the round shape to it anyway. And then here we just have a couple here. There's one over here. We've got, oh actually no, this is a different plane, okay? And this is just a photo, because that's all I could do really at the time, is just take a good photo, because photos are just so much better than the video as far as sharpness goes for some reason, because you're already focused in and everything. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and zoom in on this one. But you can see the plane. It's one of those ones with the big, blue bottom on it. I'm assuming that's an airliner, but look how fat that plane is. It almost doesn't even look like an airliner. And it's got all these orbs around it. Here, here, here. More back here, down here. I'm actually going to have to zoom back down so you can see them all. Okay, one here, here. We got one here. You can see all of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll zoom out a little bit. Oh, and then way over to the left, another group. We got one up here. Another one. More of them there. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I'm seeing quite a few. I don't even know how many's in this picture. Swear to God. Anyway, that's unusual to see so many though. And I think that's just an enhanced view of the other, dark one. Let me go all the way to 9 on that. So you can see that's pretty good resolution, especially for that camera. With a P900 or a P1000, that would have been really clear. I don't know where one is here. So anyway, now I'm going to go ahead and show you the video. And the video has even more pictures with these in them. And I'm just going to go frame by frame. It's really about a 15-second video, but you know, frame by frame it can. So I'm going to try to just get to the frames that have the orbs. So let me get that set up. Okay, so you've seen the still photos, and now here's the real video, but I'm only going to be able to advance it frame by frame, and then as we see these white orbs, which I think in reality are probably the egg-shaped, probably the chrome-looking ones, but I've seen bronze. Of the bronze one, I've got a video, it's a video of a photo in one of my previous videos. So I'll try to get them zoomed in on the little box up here on the right. This is actually a bigger box, but I can't. It's a nice magnifier, but I can't change the size of that box at all. It's really, so I'm moving it off the screen a little. Okay, so I think I have to click here, and then now I can go frame by frame. I've already weeded out the first few seconds here because there really isn't much to see. And the first one's going to come from the right on the bottom. There it goes. It's right here now. See, it's in the magnifier. Actually, I hope it's so you can't see them, you know, because of the haze. This is all haze here. That should be dark blue, clear sky, and this thing should show up like a sore thumb. But it doesn't because of, you know, the atmospheric modifications they've been doing. So let me see if I can go back a frame. There it is. It's over here now. Now you can just watch it go across the screen on the bottom. And then there's another one right after that. But it gets a lot better. This is just one. Okay. So it's way over here now. I hope you can see that. It's hard to see. I haven't changed the you know, the screen colors or anything here. Some of these players do actually have changed the darkness. Now here comes one from the bottom here. It was over here. I'll move it back a frame. There it is. Now it's in the box up there. I'll move this over here and we can watch it move. Okay, and there it goes. It's going along the bottom. You can see it moving along the bottom. This one's pretty easy to see, and they're all round. Okay, oops, that went the wrong way. Going back towards the tail now. It's going through the tail, out the other side. And then it kind of lingers there. And of course I'm moving the camera around a little bit, but I'm zoomed in, I think about 30x right now or something. And then I do some virtual zooming later, but man, it's hard to hold it steady. I should have done this with the P900 because the video quality is way better. Oh, I might have missed one there. Here's one over here coming from the right, and I think it's going to go across the screen to the left. Yeah, there it goes. It's over here now. And it's right in front of the plane here. You know, I mean, the pilot would have to be just blind not to see that, I think. So it does kind of beg the question, what are they doing there? I mean, these are all aliens just flying around because they're bored? Is that it? They're just bored? Gotta keep moving the box. Alright. Now, okay, there's a couple times when I lose the plane completely. But I haven't lost the orbs. Here comes one from the bottom. I'm going to go back one frame on that because it actually looks sharper down here. It's right here. Can you see that in the magnifier there? That camera is focused right on that thing. See it? Here, let me move the box over a little bit. I can even magnify the box here. Let me make a quick adjustment just for this. Just for this one. Well, I'm already at 5x. Anyway, there it is. Yeah, 5x is probably too much, a little pixelated there. But that's pretty sharp, considering that thing is probably about 60,000 feet up in the air. I think I'll bring it back down to 5. Anyway, it moves down here and it's going this way. It's right here. Right there. You can see it a little better now. Now it's going up. Now it's over this way, but that's me moving the camera because here's the plane over here on the edge. Okay, now it's going towards the plane. Getting a little closer here. You can see it's just, they're there. Like I said, if it was a better camera, you know, this would be a lot better, but now it's in front of the plane, going up off to the upper left. It's way up here now. Now it's gone. The box again. Try to get through this as quick as possible. But there are a lot of frames here. I mean, 1 second is, well, if this is 60 frames a second, I think it was. That's 60 frames I gotta blow through here just for 1 second. Everything is in tenths of a second here almost. I can actually make that go a little faster. Oh, there we go. There we go. Go back. There it is. Now here's 2 of them. 1, 2. 1. That one's more focused than this one. It's a little blurry. So keep in mind when it's blurry, it's going to look bigger. So here's this one here still. There it is. Here's the plane. And that one's moving up pretty fast up towards the top. And it's, you know, consistently about the same size and brightness. I have to be careful because the plane comes up from the bottom and there's 2 more. A little through here. Okay, I'm moving along. I'm actually moving forward here. A lot of frames per second. Alright, so here's one right here, and there's another one over here, but this one you can see a little better. I think it's going to go to the left and up. I'm not sure here. Let's see where it goes. Oh no, it went down. So here it's over here now. See, so I'll go back and forth a little bit here. It's, I can see, for some reason I got to hit the button twice to go back 1. So there it is. It's still here. The plane is off to the left or down somewhere. And here's another one up here. Get that in the middle of the box. Got the typically egg shape. And there it is again. Sorry this is taking so long, but I didn't realize it was going to take this long to go through that many, just a few seconds of video. So I just went through about 100 frames where there was nothing because I was out of focus. So we'll continue. Oh, now that up there on the top, I think that's a bird. I mean, that really is a bird. No. It could be. But maybe not. It came down this way and then went that way, is why I'm wondering what it really is. That even looks like it might be an orb way over there. Yeah, there it goes past the orb. I guess that was going past something. Look, there's a little orb right there. It was going that way. Doesn't look like a bird anymore. Oh, no, no. Like I said, it dropped straight down and then made a hard right. Birds usually don't do that. I don't know. Yeah, okay, it's not a bird. And at the end, I'll play the whole video, and you can see that if you're really good with the eyes, you can see there's one in the magnifier now. I can get that up there. Here's another one up here. Another dark one. Move the box. This one's going to be really hard to see, but it's right here. You just barely see it. And then it's going to go up this way. Right through here. So, you know, try to keep your eye on the... I'll magnify it for every frame, and then you can see. And you can watch it, you know, go across the screen. Now it's up here. See it going up towards the top, right towards the plane. There it is. Getting closer, still there. Now it's going to cut right through the contrail, or above it probably. Which it does. Now it's over here, right there. And then it just kind of fades out. But it's still there, right here. Okay. I'll just continue. Go a little faster here if I can. There was a dark one off to the right there. Oh, now that probably could have been a bird. It's too close. Whoops, there goes one. We go back, comes from here. Here it is right here. Right here on the... Well... Okay, I guess I'll have to go forward. There it is. It's starting to come into the frame right there. Now I went through the tail, pop out the other side. It's over here now. See it going up towards the box here. Move that over here. So you can see it's going this way. Oops, I go and click on the screen. There it goes, up to the upper left and gone. So keep your eyes open. Here's another one, pops up and goes up this way now. There it is, right here. Went up there, it's up here now. So let me go back and watch it. Alright, okay, so here's another one. It's right here and it's going to go up this way. So here it is, right down on the bottom. I hope I didn't already show you this one. Anyway, there it is over here now. Watch it go off up to the left. Something happened here, and this, I think I jumped back or something. Let's go forward here. Okay, so another one's going to pop up through here. Here's another one down here. But up here, another lighter one's going to go through here. So you'll have to just watch. Okay, let's advance it forward one. There it goes, right to the corner. It's right here. See. Okay, and here's one over here, by the way. Here, it's right here. Okay, well, I guess that should give you a pretty good idea of, you know, what's going on up there. It's pretty easy. Just get a good camera, find a jet, and that way you can focus in, because if they're around the jet, then your camera will be focused on the jet, so you'll already be pre-focused. And if you use manual focus, which is probably even better than just, you know, just try to get it manually focused for a certain distance, works pretty good. So here's the video in full speed. If you really look carefully, you can actually see them. There goes one along the bottom there. And there's another one along the bottom. They're everywhere. So you can see them. And I just couldn't get them all in the picture. And another thing I saw, it was at night, and I saw probably about 20, 25. And they weren't the satellites. They were all randomly going across the sky, but they were all headed due north, but at different, you know, what would be longitudes, you know. They weren't following each other. They're all going the same speed, and just couldn't have been satellites. They're not the way they were arranged. And this went on for about 15 minutes. Just watch them. They looked like faint stars just moving across the sky. There goes one. Just went up. And so that one was easy to see without slowing it down. And there's a bad part here where I'm totally out of focus. So maybe I should just go through. It's coming up. Like, if it's out of focus, I'm not going to see anything. So let me skip through the out of focus part here real quick. Okay, I think we're getting it back again. So, and I actually have this slowed down as it is. This isn't, I said full speed, that's not right. I actually have it slowed down some. There goes the dark one. Did you see it drop straight down and off to the right? I mean, it still could have been a bird or a hawk or something. And notice I've got this jello in the video too. But I guess that's to be expected when you're moving the camera all over the place. There was another one off to the upper right. There goes one through the middle. Up over here. You can see it was moving around almost in a circle. There goes one over here. And I do see them along the trail. There is one right next to that trail here. It just comes, there goes one. There's up there, another one up there. There's another one. They're over here. And here's another one going this way. You might have to go in reverse and look at it again, and you'll see them. Let's see, I don't see. So just a few seconds to go here. I should probably zoom in on that dark one that just went by. But I don't know. Take note, that was over here somewhere. Hmm. They went off to there they are, both all over the place there. There's one, two more. Those are those two, that pair that passed through. And they're still all over out there. And there's the pair that passed through that I showed you before. There goes a couple, and one off to the left, speeding off. I mean, they were all over this plane. Now, why? Really makes me wonder. You know, whose are they? I don't think they're aliens. There's only one other choice, that they have to be humans. So if they're human, we can assume that those are not aliens up there just playing around. Because if there's that many aliens flying around up there, like I said, then we don't know anything about the whole picture here. But look at them all. Then those must be humans. So who are they? I mean, I hope that they're on our side, whoever they are. But I think it's part of this breakaway, this whole breakaway society thing. I don't know where they're making these things, but they've got a factory somewhere. They've got to. How else could you have so many of these? And they're anti-gravity machines. They're probably expensive to build, but I don't think they use any fuel. Given the fact that they're probably using the electromagnetic gravitational, field of the Earth. Probably pretty much as the ancient aliens, true aliens, or ancient Earthlings did. I think it's a technology that's probably pretty available, but I think it only works if you're here on the planet. The ships that I've actually seen, like the big V craft, that had to be 600 or 700 or 800 feet long, you know, huge ship cruising slowly and silently over me. Two of them actually flying in formation. There's no humans that could build anything like that. It did make a noise too, but I won't go into the noise. And normally a person would not hear that noise unless you had a trained ear for noises within other noises. Okay, well, it was totally silent except for this certain kind of a whining sound that it made. But it was beautiful, no lights, just, you know, 3D artwork all along the sides. It was really pretty. But they were huge. You could feel the power as it flew over, like, oh, Jesus. So anyway, I guess you pretty much get the idea what I'm talking about here. Just get your camera out and just film away. And trust me, when you go through the videos, you'll see. And then when you're looking at the planes, you know, because you see these in the sky, nobody pays any attention. But if you're really looking at them and you've got good eyesight, and just look, and you might see these things flying around. I don't know why. The only thing I can think is they're doing some kind of a training mission here. What else could it be? And they're just kind of randomly all over flying, you know, like all around. And, I don't know, maybe somehow they get their energy from the plane or something. I don't know. So anyway, have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to do a new video on my latest drone now that I've got the quadcopter fever on the Simrex, and this is one sad little drone. I'm kind of sorry I bought it. So I'll have that video of it. It's kind of a review. It's more like what you don't do when you have a drone. All the problems I ran into. The thing is a total lemon. So I don't know. It might even be funny. So anyway, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you later.